Hey everyone, welcome to Jersey Concept Friday. We've got 39 jersey concepts for you today. I've not seen them before. This is going to be a reaction video, so you and I can react to these together. These designs are by Johnny Wood, so he's done 39 for us. Usually we look at 32, one for every NHL team, but he's got 39. I don't know what exactly that means. We're going to find out together. So let's jump in and let's see them. Starting off with Anaheim. This is by alphabetical order as far as abbreviation. I don't know what the other random ones are, but okay. Looks like we've got a bit of an older template, or maybe a more simplistic template. I just need to resize this on my screen. I apologize. But first impressions are, the colors are actually pretty cool. I do like that. The green and a bit of a, it's almost a coral kind of orange color. That does look nice. Not a fan of the logo on the front. It's way too one-dimensional and simplistic. And I like the little A in there for Anaheim and stuff. That's neat. But just in general, it's a little bit too simplistic for me. Next, Arizona. Wow, I actually really like this jersey. I love the vibrancy of the orange. I love the purple that's in there. The A for Arizona. You can also see the Howling Coyote. This is pretty great for a flat one-dimensional logo. That's actually pretty amazing. And then the moon that's in there, or the sun, whatever you want to call it, is maybe an okay location. I'm just wondering if this, if you were an assistant or a captain, where the A would go. But yeah, this is neat. I like this one. This one is a bit of a surprise based on the template. I'm a little bit more harsh on the templates that are a little bit more simplistic. You don't get the same lighting. You don't get the same, if you put a gradient in there, it's not really the same as well. So this one looks awesome though for this template in general. Good design. Boston. I like the slashes in the back for sure. Don't love the paw and the nails, or the claws rather. Yeah, I think I would just say maybe a different logo for this one. Sabres. Nice striping along the bottom, actually. That's very, very nice. The logo's okay, but I really like the kind of striping and pattern along the bottom. That design is excellent on a Sabres jersey. Clean shoulders. Let's move on. Another Buffalo jersey, so basically a white version. So the white version has the word Buffalo on the front. The blue version that we just looked at had Sabres on there, so that's an interesting way to do things. That reminds me of the Florida Panthers that change up their lettering on their logo as well, depending on home or away. So yeah, this is pretty neat. I think I like the Buffalo logo better than the Sabres logo that we just looked at. So this one would be my favorite of the two. Decent design. Carolina, this feels very university college kind of style jersey. It's okay. Nothing really negative to say about it, other than the shoulder patch is a little questionable, but other than that, it's good. Columbus. Classic look. I like the lighter blue up on the shoulders, actually. I think that would look very good translated to a physical jersey. Classic logo. I like the stylized font on there. It's not too much. Sometimes you get too much stylized font, and I think this is maybe approaching that, but still well within the boundaries. Now, another Columbus Blue Jackets. Okay. So different logo, different, almost a swap of the colors. Dark blue kind of up top, and then the lighter blue down below. This looks good. Yeah, it's not bad. Calgary Flames. This one's going to be a miss. I knew immediately as soon as I saw this, based on the design on the bottom, which you could call the logo as well. It's too much. It looks like two dancing snakes, and obviously it's supposed to represent flames, but to me that looks like two dancing snakes. Just feels very out of place. So this one's going to be a zonk, a miss for me. Chicago. I think this is an okay rebranding. Yeah, I've just been sitting here looking at this here for a little bit, and I think I feel about the same way as I did with my first impressions. I think this is an okay rebranding, but not maybe in line with what I would kind of go for. It's not bad though. I don't think by any means this is bad. I like the logo. I think you could probably do some pretty innovative stuff with like an alternate or something with this branding. Colorado, yeah, I kind of like the idea of doing a sublimation print jersey for Colorado like this, but I think respectfully the execution on here is a bit of a miss for me. I don't really know why it doesn't work, but I just know it doesn't work. I don't know if it's the lack of detail in the snow, or if it's the kind of just gray on the sides. I'm not exactly sure, but this one doesn't work for me personally. Next, Dallas. Wow, what is going on in the arms? I guess that's to represent the star kind of shape, possibly. It looks okay, I think. Logo is okay. Average concept. Okay, next, Detroit. We've seen very similar concepts to this in the past. I think this is acceptable for sure. We've seen similar concepts to this as well, not maybe as aggressive as this and large, but we have. And I think this would be a miss for me. To me, this looks like, it almost looks like a big giant medallion that's like, or like award that's hanging off someone's neck. So I'm not personally a fan of this one. Ooh, Florida with a bit of a branding color change here. Now, I don't know what other sports teams in Florida use these colors. I feel like it's not the Florida Gators who play football, because I think their logo has green in it, but their actual uniforms are blue and orange, if I'm not mistaken. But I do like this though. Like I kind of feel like this would maybe work for just a random alternate or something. I would support this. I do like it. Next, the Kings. Okay, so we got the purple, but the yellow is gone. We've been replaced with some orange. It doesn't look that bad. I like the shoulder patch and that logo in the bottom right that he has there. I'm not crazy on the logo in the front, though. It looks okay. Minnesota, the jersey design in general is decent, but not a fan of the logo. It looks like a weird comb hook thing. I think it's a little bit too simplistic for me. Next, the Montreal Canadiens. I will zonk the logo. I think part of the great thing about the Montreal Canadiens logo is that there's an H in the middle of it. And you kind of lose it here because there's no outline or drop shadow or backdrop or anything on there, so it gets lost in the mix in this logo. So I'd personally say no to this one. The Devils. Okay, so earlier, I don't remember what jersey, but earlier I commented on text that's too stylized, and I think that this is a prime example of text that's too stylized. So you lost me with the text, Johnny. However, I see what you're doing with the first letter. So New Jersey Devils. N for new, that's in there. At the top, just the lowercase n basically. J, that's kind of at the bottom and the right side of the N coming down. And then D for Devils, that kind of makes up that entire shape in general. So a very creative way to use those three letters to make that. That's very cool. I really appreciate that. Next, the I almost said Florida Panthers, Nashville Predators. With the saber tooth on the shoulders, that's kind of neat. It's okay. Not a massive fan of that logo on the front, but it's okay. The Islanders. Wow, I really like the jersey immediately. Like, other than the logo, we'll talk about that in a second. But the rest of the jersey, I love the striping on the arms. I love the striping along the bottom. That's a bit of an angle. The fisherman on the shoulder, obviously, I'm going to like that. The logo, you lose me a little bit. I think it's I don't know. It's just, I understand the transition and why. You've got the stripes on the arms going blue, orange, and then teal. And then the logo represents that same pattern, blue, orange, teal. But it still feels just slightly disconnected in a way. Okay, the Rangers. So the jersey design in general, I believe, comes, or maybe is inspired from a mid-1970s jersey. But the logo I've never seen before. And I think it's a little bit too much for me. It's a little bit too italicized. Next, the Ottawa Senators. Great jersey design in general that pulls from their history. The logo is okay-ish. The expression on the face I would change. It's a little bit too, I don't know. It's a little bit too not what I'm looking for. I don't know the right word, but it ain't it for me. Next, the Flyers. Like the jersey design, again, probably the logo is a miss for me. There's too much bevel, too much drop shadow on there. The perspective that's being given here of it being raised up is just a little bit too aggressive. So I would maybe change that. I kind of like the modern take on the logo, though. That's neat. The Pittsburgh Penguins. This one's going to be a miss for me. The guy just looks like he's barely playing beer league hockey. And he loves beer and he loves food and he's just out for a leisurely skate, not really to play hockey. He's a little thick. So I would say no to the logo, but jersey design in general is good. Quebec Nordiques. What? Wow. Okay. So the logo is the colors are great. I really like the colors actually, and the jersey design is fine. It's fine. But the logo is, I'm not sure if you noticed or not, but think about the Quebec Nordiques previous jersey, not the logo, but other things that are on the jersey. You've got the fleur-de-lis on there. Well, do you see a little bit of an aspect of that fleur-de-lis logo, or that, that graphic, that icon? It's the top left of that, which kind of comes up and then it loops over, or as you're looking at it like this. So that creates an N for Nordiques. So Johnny, again, really cool kind of creativity here, taking a shape and then making it into a letter. That's pretty awesome. I like that. Good jersey. Next, Quebec Nordiques. What's this? One of my first concepts ever. 1972 WHA formed Quebec Nordiques was in newspaper. No internet, no magazines, no definition of a Nordique in the dictionary. I created this logo of a fancy Q with a small N at the bottom. Not bad for a 9-year-old. Funny, but Ottawa Nationals used ON on their logo that year. Again, very heavy Cleveland Browns vibes from this. It's okay. It's okay. Moving on. We got the Seattle Kraken. This is a fantastic jersey design. I love the waves along the bottom, the kind of addition of red, more red in the logo, making it the outline of the logo in general, pulling from that eye, makes it stand out so perfectly on that dark blue, as well with the numbers. This is a great jersey design, zero complaints. Moving on, Oakland Seals. 1960s logo updated, took out the circle, better use of those Mighty Ducks stripes. Another aquatic animal is, okay, fine jersey design. Another aquatic animal is, I'm assuming he wants me to go on. Pittsburgh Penguins. Okay, so an interesting take on the Oakland Seals Pittsburgh Penguins combination logo. It's all right. Not really for me though. Next is San Jose Sharks. So earlier I talked about templates sometimes struggling, and the execution is very hard with gradients, and this is a prime example. So I understand what you're going for here, but the harshness of the gradient in the middle kind of ruins this concept for me. The logo is okay. I can see the S in there. I can see the J in there. Again, really good innovative design here with the logo, and obviously the shark is in there. It gets lost a little bit. You kind of have to really concentrate to see everything, but yeah, the gradient's not working. Ooh, St. Louis. I mean, really, he didn't do much here. Generally, this is the regular St. Louis Blues home jersey, except it uses the lighter blue as the primary color. And it looks pretty good. Like, really. It looks really good, actually. This is one of the better St. Louis Blues concepts that I've seen. And again, he hasn't really done much. He's just made a really smart decision. And I think that that's important when you're designing jerseys. It doesn't have to be this big, grandiose thing or something like that. You don't have to go make this crazy jersey design. You just need to make smart decisions. And Johnny made a good one here. This looks good. Next, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Wow, so brand change. The color is maybe a bit of a miss for me. I would love to see yellow instead of that desaturated green. But the jersey design in general is pretty decent. Stylized numbers are going real hard here. The logo on the front is, again, going pretty aggressive. I'd like to see this get flushed out a little bit better, maybe in a different template. Okay, Toronto Maple Leafs. Not a fan of the T at the bottom. I would remove that, definitely. It's too distracting. It's fighting for the primary graphical element on the front of the jersey, which is the design in the middle. So just remove the T from the bottom. But the design in the middle is actually pretty great. I like that a lot. I wouldn't change anything. This is a kind of a cool concept. Next to Vancouver Canucks. Okay, love the colors. Right off, love the colors. Very simplistic jersey. This screams Vancouver in a really good way. The logo's okay. You can see the C in there. You can see the V in there. Yeah, like if the Vancouver Canucks came out as a new team that never existed before 40 years ago, and this was their design, it would totally fit in with the era, and it would be fine. It's a good job. Next, the Vegas Golden Knights. Okay, so this is almost like a winter classics. Like if the Vegas Golden Knights existed in 1921, this is what they might wear. It's okay. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of that logo like that, but this is, if we're thinking about that and going back 100 years or whatever, this is plausible. Next, the Winnipeg Jets. I mean, there's not much to say here. It's a pretty regular jersey concept that we've seen lots of people kind of doing this. It looks really good. Next, the Washington Capitals. Wow, that lighter blue with the burgundy looks amazing. We see this with Colorado a little bit, but that looks awesome. I really, really like those colors together. And down below, there's, I think, old Washington Bullets logo, also featured 2 arms. Okay, didn't know that. Don't even know what the Washington Bullets are. So apparently I'm uneducated, but still okay jersey design. Next is just kind of a recap, I guess. This is actually going to be tough. There's some really, really good jersey concepts in here. Shout out to St. Louis. That little minor change makes a big difference. So shout out to that one. Another shout out to, let's go all the way back to the beginning. There's one I liked at the beginning. What was it? The Arizona one. Big shout out for that one. I really like that design. I think I'm actually going to give it to, let's go to Seattle. Let's give it to Seattle. Just change up the bottom of the jersey, made it a little bit more, I guess, applicable to their location with the wave and the ocean and stuff, and then improved on the logo in my opinion and added some red around the logo just to give it that extra stroke and help it stand out from the background of the jersey. So Johnny, I think there's some misses in here, but some really, really good hits and some excellent jersey designs. So thank you so much for sending those in. And 39, not just 32, you did 39. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comment section, guys and gals, what was your favorite jersey concept from this series? If you want to give constructive feedback to Johnny, you can do that as well. As always, if you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button. That helps me a lot. And if you want to see more videos exactly like this, you gotta hit the subscribe button and hit that little notification bell as well. Hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you soon. Adios.